effectively down the middle. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to throw, it's Daniels. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So USC's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Moss. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Line of scrimmage is at the 28. That would make it about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to go for it instead on 4th down. And the Trojans will have a first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And he's got it! Touchdown! wins.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And he puts through the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. He's looking to throw it, using the quick game. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He's got the tight end. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's going to pass on second down. It's complete. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Moss. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab.
By the receiver. Gain of 19 on the play.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to move it through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Going up top on first down. Complete downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Running back searching for a hole. Discards a man.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Stanford lines up to punt it away. On the return, it's Branch. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got to be...
Oh, look out! Inside the 30, the 10, touchdown USC. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to...
He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to pass, it's Daniels. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback will audible. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throwing right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab outside. It's Lane. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He wants to pass it on second down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught.
Pass on second down. Caught by the receiver.
Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking for space. It's Marks. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Moss. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, the defense holds.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the pass. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Leaves it with the running back. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Quarterback checking off. Back to throw. It's Moss. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. He wants to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Trojans! And the punishment has been extended. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he
fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marks. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans are threatening in the red zone. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Tackle is made after the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many junk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Trojans! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Moss. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive yards.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the Trojans get enough for the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. And no doubt about it, an easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Trojans will snap it on first and 10. He's going to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll line up for a second down play. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. He has been open all day, and the key to making him a Trojan legend is to just feed him the ball.
And the key to every USC team is finding the playmakers, giving them the football, giving them a chance. If they're covered, they're open. If it's man, they're open. If it's zone, they're open. Feed those star wide receivers.
Back to throw, it's Moss. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the kick.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the stomping has commenced.
USC, number 87.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Trying to pick up a first down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
Good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holds?
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more, but dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Trojans will punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his big tight end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Daniels. Time to take a shot. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Line getting set on second down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Shakes off the tackler. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent.
He'll take the deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Got the back over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Swings it out to his running back. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to grow.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.